Cowboy Dipper here, and he's going to do a video on how to dip in school. He's going to give you some tips and tricks on how to dip in school, what to do and what not to do if you're one of those people that want to dip in school. I don't recommend you dipping in school, but here's some tips on what to do and what not to do. So let's get right into it. When you go to the gas station to buy your dip, get something that doesn't give off a real tobacco-y smell. Get something that gives off more of a gum smell. So when you go to school, I would recommend going to the bathroom and putting one in one of the stalls. Put in a small pinch. You can put it in on the side here. Put it as far back as you can, but don't put it in so far back that you swallow it or anything. I don't recommend you spitting in school. I recommend you gutting it. If you have something you can drink, it'll help. Just take a normal drink and it'll help you with swallowing your dip spit. Don't take your mud jug to school and have it there to spit in. You guys can figure that out. And there's other videos out there for that. But anyways, or if you haven't put one in yet and you go to class, don't just throw one in. Don't open the can and throw one in, because you'll get caught that way. Ask the teacher, go and ask the teacher, can I go to the bathroom? And then go in the stall and put one in. But I'd recommend doing it over the bathroom, over the toilet. So if you spill any dip, it'll go in there and you can just flush it down. What else? Don't just go up to the teacher and ask, hey, can I put do you mind if I dip in class? Would you like if someone dipped in your class? Would you mind it? Don't go and ask them that, because then they might get suspicious and go, maybe he's a dipper. You can use Skoal Snus is another one if you're going to pick out a flavor at the gas station. They have two types of mints. I recommend mints for in school. Wintergreens might get by. But just remember, put in a small pinch. And if you're trying to gut it and you are getting a lot of saliva because it's in the bottom, put it upper lip it, but put it as far back as you can to where they can't see it. And if a teacher does catch you, figures out they're dipping, and they go to check to see if you are dipping, if it's one of those teachers that do that after class or whatever they do for that, you can swallow your dip. Is what I'd recommend, is you swallowing your dip. If you're wanting to take it out, ask the teacher if you can go to the bathroom again. Raise your hand and say, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom again, can I go? And then go and spit it out there. Or just wait till class is over, or something like that. And you can throw your dip in your backpack, put it somewhere where it won't accidentally fall out. You basically put it where you can't really get to it, but you know where it's at, so it's like in a safe spot, so it doesn't have any, so you don't make an accident mistake on it falling out if you're getting your books out or something, or your notebook or whatever you're getting out of your backpack, or so no one else can see it. And don't have a flavor of dip that everybody can smell and obviously tell that you're dipping. When you go to the gas station, get something that kind of doesn't leave a smell for everyone to to figure out their dipping. Get something that's more like a gum smell. The brands that I know that they're good for dipping in school. Some of them are like natural flavors, I do believe. Snus, about any snus. The pouches are a better option for that because they're small. And I think Copenhagen has some snus pouches, Copenhagen snus. I've seen a couple pictures of them. I don't know if they're at your gas station or not, or if they're around. I don't know. I've just seen pictures of them on the internet and on Facebook. I think I've seen them once. And or if it's like, or another deal is or if you're on your lunch break and you want to put one in before you go back to class, do it in the vehicle. Drive somewhere where no one can see what you're doing in the vehicle and catch you that way. Don't do it around. Don't pull it in around someone that'll get you in trouble or anything. So those are some of my tips. Another thing is, I don't recommend you having anything to spit in class, but if you do, make sure they can't see it. Get something that you can drink, and act like you're going to get a drink, and then just spit it right in there. But make sure you make the spit quiet so they don't notice it, and don't just keep on doing it and doing it and doing it. Do it every so often. But yeah, get something really dark to spit in. And if you're in class and you want to spit your dip out, and you just don't want this dip anymore, either ask teacher, can I go to the bathroom? Spit it out there. Don't spit it out in the trash. I wouldn't recommend that because I'm not sure what they do. I'd rather you do it in the toilet. Spit it out in the toilet. Go in one of the stalls, spit it out in the toilet. But if you're wanting to spit a dip out in class, find something that act like you're going to blow your nose or something that you can cover your mouth with that looks like you're wiping your mouth or something, like you got something on your mouth that you don't want there. You can just spit it in there, and when you do it, make sure you can crumble it up or do some way of making it so they can't see it and it's out. And that one may or may not work. So those are some of my tips and tricks in school. Maybe another one is don't just always ask your buddy for one. Don't be always asking your buddy for one after school well, yeah, after school you can, but anyways, don't before school ask them for a pinch, because not all of them are going to give you one. But I think maybe if you do that, you might get a chance of getting caught, because they might get tired of giving it to you and they might tattle on you. Who knows? It depends on how he is and stuff like that, but maybe you're so good of friends that don't matter. But I recommend putting one in before, or real early in the morning is another good tip if you want one in before class. If you want to put one in and you want to have it in during class, something like that. But most teachers, if you do get caught, in some schools, they'll give you an option. I can either go tell the principal or I can't, and the way that is they'll make you either swallow it, or if you spit it out, they'll go and tattle on you. But some teachers are different and situations are different. So those are some of my kind of tips and tricks on how to dip in school and not get caught. I'm not saying they'll all work, but there you go. And I am out. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and hit the little bell if you want to see more of my videos, and leave some video ideas in the comments. Thank you. I am out.